Hello and welcome back to my channel. So I'm Daisha and hi. It's a busy morning. I can't stop smiling because this is kind of outrageous. So today in my small business, we have not one, not two, not three, not even four, five books to annotate for two customers that need to go out both on the same day. I don't know how this happened. This rarely happens that I have more than like three to do at a time. So I thought I'd take you along with me and basically just see how long it takes me. This does not feel attainable today, especially because I have a basketball game tonight and it's in Memphis, which is about an hour and a half for me. So I think I'm just going to kind of do like a running time and see how long it takes me to do all of these. I'm going to take you along with me and maybe we'll chat business and I don't know, talk while I'm at it. So it's currently December 20th and they have to be shipped out December 26th. So I'd like to not have this hanging over my head for Christmas Eve and Christmas. So fingers crossed. I have my coffee. I don't know the path of least resistance. What I mean by that, should I do a book that I've done many, many times before, like Daisy Jones and the Six? Like I've annotated this. This was one of my best-selling books when I first got started. It hasn't sold in a while. Or should I do a book that I haven't. I think I've only had to do this one once. So I think it'll be fun because it'll be like a newer experience because I haven't had to do it before. I don't know. I am going to go ahead and start probably finding the tabs that go with each bookmark. That way we'll be ready to go. So if I'm stacking them by what has to be shipped together, it's the 7-year slip, Carrie Soto, and people we meet. So I might also keep that in mind because say I get these ready, these could go ahead and go out versus these two. I know I'm not starting with normal people. It's going to take me the longest because I know it has like a lot of notes in it, even though the book is short. But you might be thinking, go ahead and use your brain power for that now. But I feel like I'd feel more successful today if I got a lot done. Okay, I'll let you know what I'm going to start with. Get busy. Bringing you over to the wall of bookmarks. Usually this is nice and lit up, but I don't feel like turning on the lights. All right, so here's my Carrie Soto bookmark. And I already have some tabs on here. I have like a golden yellow. I might leave this or I might change it to a fluorescent yellow. I don't know yet. Oh, there was Daisy Jones. I try to always use the one with tabs on it so I can remember like the colors. So this is light blue, and then this one's supposed to be like a darker blue. This is people we meet on vacation. So it has from Poppy and Alex on the back. So that's 3 of them. What else did I need? Okay. I will say, I'm just happy. I've done a lot of Six of Crows and a lot of oh, here's 7-year slip. I've done a lot of Six of Crows and a lot of Fourth Wing in the last few weeks, so I'm so happy it wasn't either one of those. All right, the only one I'm missing now is normal people. It has, yep, that's it. It has the, wait, it's not this one. I always get this one and Archer's voice mixed up. So this pegboard is new. I really would like more cups where these could be more separated too. Or maybe I should go back in and redesign one of the bookmarks because they're so similar. When I find one, I'll show you what I mean. So here's the bookmark for normal people, and then this is the one for Archer's voice. So literally the only difference is the flower on them, and I just have to remember that Archer's voice is like they talk about like the making a wish on the daisy, and then this one's normal people, notice that the tabs are just kind of haphazard. These are usually the ones I keep for me. These are normally the ones I keep for me, and then I send the customer a different one. All right. Okay, I'm gonna start with Carrie Soto, and I just have my Carrie Soto bookmark, and I just put a bunch of tabs on here. That way, if I get in a row, and I won't run out super fast because there's plenty on here. So I just sat down to work. I don't even have my book. So if you don't know, I take my copy of the book, which my copy is gonna be a little bit different. I have the hardback. I take my copy of the book and I transfer my notes over to this customer copy. And this is going to be a situation where it's a little bit different because my tabs don't match these, but I'll just remind myself what this is upside down for some reason. I'll just remind myself what each of the tab colors mean and know how to transfer it over. So all of these different shades of pink and brown are love, the blue ones are emotional, and the yellow ones are notes. So I'll keep that in mind as I do these. All right. Okay, a little check-in. I finished. Carrie Soto is back. It took me about an hour and a half. I forgot to set a timer, but I looked back at what time I started the other clip. Actually, probably less than an hour and a half. And that also included my husband coming in here several times and bothering me. Actually, I'm technically not fully done. I need to do the front page. I was trying to decide if I wanted to get all the books done and do all the fronts at the same time, or if this would make me feel better, breaking it up. I may go ahead and do the front, but I do have the bookmark ready, so I just put one of each color on here. That way, the customer that gets it knows what each color means. And then at the front, I just kind of do different scrapbook paper and just design the front and make it look cute. In my own personal copies, I designed the front specifically for me to put in what each color means. But for the customer copy, since they get a bookmark, theirs doesn't serve that same purpose. So I'm literally just gonna throw scrapbook paper in here. I'll probably just go ahead and design it. And the cool thing about this is if two people buy this same book for me, they're all gonna look different. I don't know what the last one looked like Like, I don't know if it got this green paper. I may actually turn this. Yeah, I just kind of play with this process until it looks like what I like. So I may show you, I may move the camera and stop talking so I can work on this and show you the result. All right, so here I am setting up the junk journal for Carrie Soto is back. And like I was saying, I think this process is so cool because every single book I've sent out looks different. Later on in the video, when I do normal people, when I like as editing day show, when I was looking at it, I'm like, oh, that's so cute. Like I already forgot what it looked like just because they all end up so differently. So I love buying junk journal supplies. Honestly, to get my stash started, I just Googled it on, well, I guess I just typed it on Amazon, and just got junk journal supplies to start off. But now, like, if I get like scrap paper, anything that's like cool, if I'm in the craft store, I will just pick up random things. And that way I can use for this process. And it's just been so fun. And then also, since I create my own stickers, I can print some here. So for Carrie Soto's back, since it's about tennis, I printed like a tennis racket, a tennis ball, and then like a trophy. So just really, it's such a customized experience, and I hope anybody that buys the books like understands and like that shines through. Just how much time and effort I do put into these, even though it's like I'm just copying my book. There's so much love and detail that goes into this. And with that being said, it's one of the reasons why it takes so long, and just trying to figure out how I want this to keep looking in my business, because this is obviously something that pretty much only I can do. Like, even though it's just copying my um, thoughts and like my notes, it would be hard for somebody else to come in and do that, if that makes sense. And like, it's just me and my husband here, and he nor I trust his handwriting enough to be able to do that. So, like, in the case of this, where this situation happened where I had all these orders, it could have been really difficult to fill these. Luckily, I am a teacher. I didn't mention that in this video, but if you've been here before, you know this. So, luckily, I was getting out on Christmas break the day these orders came through. So, that's why I had this time to, really just focus on this and not have to worry about anything else. Because if I was still working this week, it would have been a lot harder. So just kind of thinking about what I want this part of my business to continue to look like. But I do really enjoy this process. Like, the idea of selling the annotated books first came on Bookstagram when people would comment when I posted mine, and they would say that they would love to buy these. That's where it originally came from. And from there, this whole business has grown, to me making annotation kits for other people, to making bulk orders for authors and publishing companies. So I'm just really excited to see where it goes, and also interested to see where the annotated book journey will take me. Right now, I'm planning on adding some more books to my shop as options to buy, but I'm watching myself drop the sticker literally 3 times. The current issue is the books that I want to add, the books themselves are kind of expensive, which would mean I would have to charge more to make up for that price. So I'm still trying to figure out what books I want to add next, but I don't know. I'm just so thankful. I know I mentioned this later on that this is such a niche thing and a lot of people don't get it. I had somebody comment like something like, but why would somebody want this? It's not, it's not like a scholar nonfiction kind of book. And I don't know. I guess I'm not alone in wanting that experience. So here I am. After I finished Carrie Soto, I started with 7 Year Slip. This was actually one of the core 4 that I started with. So when I started this small business, I had 4 books to start out, and it was Daisy Jones and the Six, 7 Year Slip, a love song for Ricky Wilde, and Archer's Voice. So those were my first 4 that I ever did. And the first copy actually sold to one of the girls that actually first mentioned that she would buy one of my books. So that's kind of a special memory because we are friends, like, on the internet, I guess. But just the fact that she bought it after like being one of the inspirational reasons of why I started my shop is amazing. So I'm excited to see where 2026 takes me. I have been like in the goal planning kind of phase, and I plan on making a video more about that and what I'm doing this year, my goals, aspirations, where I want to take my shop. I've been doing so many brain dumps. I feel like as creatives, we often have so many like ideas and thoughts. And sometimes it gets overwhelming because you have to put it down on paper to be able to get started with it. And you got to get to that point first. So I've just been like, I made a vision board and it has places for like sticky notes and ideas where I can organize them. And I just have some really cool things, in the works. And I'm just excited to see where that takes me. So I'm going to stop yapping for the moment unless something happens that I feel like I need to comment on. But just thank you so much for being here, hanging out with me, being productive together. It means the world to me that anybody would even want to watch this. So I truly appreciate you. Okay, I'm back from the coffee shop. I just had to get out of the house for a bit. The only thing, I've never actually went to a coffee shop to like transfer my annotations. Um, the only problem was I actually ran out of tabs at the very end. So when I got back, I had to like actually put those in. But overall, pretty good. And I even have some coffee shops that are book themed that are pretty local. So I might do that more often. So I was gonna double check that this is my third book today, and I'm pretty sure this makes the 3 that need to go with that one order. Because remember we have 2 orders. One book is getting a 3, and then the other one is getting in the other 2. So what time is it? Oh, perfect. It's 10:58. I don't think I told you. It took me about 2 hours to do that other one, but that also included me getting up. I think I went and took a shower. Yeah, I took a shower, and I also went to the coffee shop. So like transportation for that. So it didn't take me quite 2 hours, but it's 2 hours later. So anyway, my plan, as long as I did this right, and these are the 3 books that go together for this order, I'll be ready to drop them off at the post office. 7-year slip, people we meet, and carry photos back. Perfect. This order is going to Hawaii. And to me, like, they're not expecting it by Christmas. But that would be literally amazing if I could get it out and it could get there in time. Like it might not, but I don't think that's the expectation because it says I don't have to ship it until the 26th. But I'm just really happy that I could get this done. Like this has been a really productive morning. So I'm just adding in the front cover, like the scrapbooking page. I feel like People We Meet is a hard one to do. It's kind of weird with like the orange and the green and just trying to like find things that make sense to have on here, if that makes sense. Like I feel like I'm kind of just throwing things together, but also that's what scrapbooking is. I don't know if that makes sense. Oh, anyway, I know what I was getting at. I was worried about the time because normally I would just drop the box in the slot. Like it wouldn't matter what time I went. But I think since I've never shipped 3 books before, I have a feeling these are gonna have to go in a bigger box instead of like, I know that it's not gonna be able to fit in a bubble mailer. And I don't know if the box can fit in a slot. So that's why I'm like, the post office closes at 12 on Saturdays. As long as I get to the post office before 12, we'll be good. So I'm just making this. But yeah, I went to the coffee shop and I've actually already had my coffee today. I normally only have 1 coffee a day. So I got a hot chocolate and that was fun. And I think after this, I'm definitely done annotating for today. Because this has been a lot. Why can I not get the backing off of this? I used to have like craft tweezers over here. I don't know what happened to them. I don't know if I like the sticker. Oh no. Actually, that's cute. Alright, I'm going to finish doing this and then I'll show you when I'm boxing it up. Okay, luckily I had a box that shipped my ink that'll fit this because I didn't have my own personal box. Okay, I'll show this way. So 2 pounds and 13 ounces. So I'll do 2 pounds and 14 ounces. I'm going to tape this up really quick and get the label on it. Alright, it is the next day. I dropped that box of 3 books yesterday. Look, I'm feeling lazy. I'm not even micing up for this because I'm literally going to get to work. But I have 2 more books to do for this video. They have to be shipped out by, I think, Friday. Today's Sunday. However, sometimes Etsy, I think I mentioned this, sometimes Etsy like makes the ship by date unrealistic. So if I get it out as soon as possible, anyways. So I've gotten my bookmarks ready to be able to match it. I'm gonna sit down, maybe put on my audiobook or a YouTube video and get started. So come along with me. All right, good morning and happy Monday. So, yesterday on Sunday, I don't remember if I checked in or not, but I finished Daisy Jones and the Six. I think she is so gorgeous. So, this one is ready. However, I still have to do Normal People. Here's the bookmark. I feel like I had a good plan because I work best in the morning, and Normal People is going to take longer than Daisy did. So, I feel like I had a good strategy. That's a good, actually, like business kind of thing. Like, do what takes the longest or the hardest things when you have the most amount of energy. And this is the time when I'm most motivated to be in here. So, I think I'm going to put up like maybe a studio vlog so I can work alongside somebody and start transferring this over. And we'll see how long it takes me. Yeah, I forgot to time Daisy Jones yesterday. It didn't feel too bad though. Also, another day, another coffee. I already have my tabs for Normal People. Just need to grab the pens. Perfect. And then I think I use, yeah, the gray Tombow. If you're curious, for my own personal books, I don't use these, but I try to use these for the customer, the lightest ones, so that way there's a little bleed through. So, all right, I'm going to stop yapping and get started on this. See, right off the bat, a whole paragraph to write. This is why this one takes long. Okay, I finished Normal People. Honestly, it did not take me as long as I thought. I guess now that I've been doing like Fourth Wing and Six of Crows, like I've mentioned, takes so long. This seems like a piece of cake, even though it is longer than most books. However, what did take me longer is I tried to keep one copy of the bookmark for me and one for the customer. So I needed one to transfer my tabs over to, and all I had was Archer's Voice. I think we talked about this a little bit at the beginning. Apparently, I didn't have another one of these. Then I went in, downloaded the PDF, printed it, and my printer, like, it's a nice printer. It prints very slow though. Printed the wrong bookmark. I had to print the right bookmark. It was a whole thing. So now it's like 8 o'clock, but really I probably got finished at like closer to 7. And then I also did the front page, and I love how it turned out. It's so cute. If I didn't mention it, I do put it like a Spotify playlist code in every book. Some of them are book playlists I made, and some of them are just ones I found because I didn't feel like making a playlist. So I'm gonna make the thank you card for these. They're shipping together. Get these wrapped up because I think I'm gonna put them in a bubble mailer. They're not very thick, and I have bigger bubble mailers. So yeah, and we'll be off to the post office. And honestly, I'm gonna go ahead and say the outro, and then I'll put the rest of it. Thank you so much for being here, especially if you stuck with me to the end. I feel like this is a very niche hobby. It's very weird to some people. Some people don't know what they're getting into when I say like I annotate my books and like sell them. So just thank you for hanging out with me. If you like this video, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share it with your friends, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.